Lights coming on.
Can you get Herc lights?
Sure.
Those A-frame lights are awful.
You want upper, or you want all of them on? Just keep down off and porch off?
Down off and porch off, yeah.
Lasers coming on?
Sure, yeah. And so, just power cycle Argus's sonar, or a crossbow?
Sure. Okay, coming back on. I have not zeroed my 6-8 wraps.
No, that's fine, but you would have to do it again anyway. So you can zero them now. You got ship's heading.
Roger, roger.
It's an audio slate for dive Hotel 1872. UTC time is 045225.
Okay to turn on the Seeking?
Mark.
Yep.
Video, could we get open captions up on Herc?
Copy.
Which USBL is it for Herc? Because that doesn't seem to be working.
It's the one that says USBL, yeah.
Try it now, Chris, or give it a half a second here.
But that's the one that it's not running on the cable.
No, it's not, is it? It doesn't need anything on, does it?
Right.
Okay, so we're not tracking Herc. It's okay, we can hang at 75.
Okay. Video, can I get a tiny little push on Argus Zeus?
Aye.
Thank you.
Yeah, that Argus compass is magnetic compass, and it gets interfered with the deck. Like, seems like almost half the time. By the time it gets in the water, it takes like a heading that's like 90 degrees off for some reason. So you have to cycle it. It starts up again. It doesn't have all the interference.
Should I turn auto head off? I mean on?
No, you can leave that off.
Okay.
Oh, I'm lagging behind here.
Yeah.
Get going.
Who's excited for this dive? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's because they're doing 17 meters in it. Crushing us.
Dive time.
Oh, Herc is smoking.
What's smoking the slurp?
It's the slurp. It's just,
Yeah.
Herc's got
I'll stop 7-5. You guys ready for control?
Just tell them they're having a USBL issue. We'll hold here.
We're having an issue with the USBL. We'll hold here.
Stay in USBL problems. Trevor's on his way up.
So just confirm for me, we're just on the back.
Hey Ed,
Yeah.
any new update on our channel 1
yes,
feed?
I'm doing a gauge check right now.
No, but I'll check while they troubleshoot this issue.
Oops.
Yeah, there's lots of emails.
For console, we don't need Rennie if you're hearing this.
Okay, Roger, you got it sorted out?
We're tracking now. If you can keep Rennie from being woken up, that'd be good.
Okay, Roger, he's not in bed right now, but we'll just go let him know anyway. That's good. So you guys are going to carry on?
Roger, we're ready for control up here, or do we have it?
You should have control.
roger, we got it, going down.
Copy that. Get that.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, sorry, Doc, update. I checked, and it looks like we're still having some issues with our feed there. So the quad is kind of the recommended.
Quad is the way to go.
It appears that when you go to our homepage now, it takes you directly to the quad. Yep.
Awesome, awesome.
And I think they were looking to sacrifice stream 2 in order to restore stream 1, but I'm not sure what the timeline on that test was.
Awesome.
So
for all of our viewers tuning in at home, if you head out to the nautiluslive.org website, our homepage, visit the quad feed. The quad feed will show you our current descent down here at our location, Cascadia Basin. You'll be able to see feed 1, 2, and 3. 3, of course, is us here in our beautiful home here in the control room, doing what we do best. But we are currently on our descent down. Had a few technical difficulties, issues that brought us up earlier today, but we are returning with the same plan and same mission from earlier on. From those that were following along, we're going to, well, I believe we already, did we deploy our second instrument already?
it's on the bottom,
We did.
I think. But it's waiting for us.
So our second fetch instrument is waiting for us at the bottom of the sea floor. We'll head over, is the plan to head over to that location first?
Yeah, it should be a repeat of the earlier one. We will locate it. I missed the beginning of that evolution. It was the other watch, but we'll locate it and reposition it and then get ready to release the float, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the small boat going to pick up the float?
No, what we're going to do is recover the, if the weather's turning bad, which it looks like it might, we'll recover the ROV and then recover the float with the boat, the big boat, the ship, the Nautilus. Anyone acknowledge when they know what I'm talking about?
Known by all of those terms.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mike, do you see where on the nav there it's got Cascadia Fetch South?
Yes.
Okay. That's where the old one that's no longer operating, the one that was deployed in the early 90s, is located.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look to the right of that, about a fingernail, is Fetch landed.
Yep.
That's where the Fetch that we just deployed landed.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty far. It's like almost 7 meters away. So we're going to have to move it at least 2 meters. Except Martin wants it to the north of the Cascadia Fetch South.
Okay.
He wants us to approach from the north with the package and at a heading of 179 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. And then deposit this within 5 meters or less of the old one. I think given what we did earlier today and view-wise, it should be absolutely no problem to get a little snugger than 5 meters, but not too much. But we'll check out the landing zone when we get there. So the first thing, we'll go to the old one, which is no longer operational. And really, it's not so much the fetch on top, it's the monument that's the important part of that. That's the reference.
Right.
The instrument package on top is just an instrument package on top for communications and some measurements. But the reference is the concrete base. So we'll go there, we'll check it out, we'll get a position on it, and then we'll, because we'll be facing south, we'll look to port, and there'll be another one right there. I hope.
We hope.
Yeah. The other possibility is the old nav is off by 7 meters, in which case we could have landed right on top of it. But we did deploy it to the north, but it carried it, had a nice drift to the south, and it just drifted right on and landed where it landed, which was interesting to watch and a little bit
scary.
How far is it from the previous instrument?
How far is it from?
I think 7
It's
meters.
7 meters
7
away.
meters away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2,600 meters of water, that's not too bad.
Pretty good.
It's almost a hole in one.
Yeah.
It's like really high stakes shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Oh, another shuffleboard reference.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shuffleboard.
Kylie, I have a couple of things for you to consider as you sit at the Argus chair right now.
Yes.
Thinking about taking your intercom panel over there on your right and putting it underneath the video router panel,
I wonder whose idea that was.
and then moving your KVM panel up to where the intercom was.
That was my idea.
So just
That was my
proposing
idea.
that to each watch and seeing what kind of feedback.
That was my
I
idea.
think my hands are a
Oh,
little
okay.
cold, so I figured
Okay. I think you're playing games with me.
No.
I'd take
We'll
all
end
three
up
of them over here if Herc didn't sometimes
It's
get
really hard
grabby
to
with
get
the
to that.
KVM stuff.
It's hard to get to that bottom one. You
Is
probably
it?
can't even see it. There's something there.
It's just plugs.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
Couldn't
Ian, I
make
just
those out.
didn't have the ONC CTD on, but you do want that on, correct?
Yeah, and then it'll ground fault out, and we'll
Yeah.
probably shut it off on the bottom.
What's
Yeah.
the current one we
Sorry,
have?
that was my bad. I should have looked
have
at the
it on
die
now.
plan. Did we print out the new die plan?
Do we write it?
Oh, shoot, because I sent it to
No.
Josh
we-
and not to you.
You can use this if you
Did
need
we have
it.
a ground
I'll
fault
use
before you
this.
even turned it on?
Sean, you're the best.
It was around
No worries.
1.1, and then it just drifted to 900.
So this is
Not
die
far
Did you
off
wanna-
as it was.
Play around with the testing the cable for the USBL?
We
There is
had
some
it
way I
on,
can get onto
we'll
my
do it on
email
bottom
here,
when we
isn't
have
there?
their CTD off, because we won't see it now anyway.
We didn't have it on launch because we had the USBL button that doesn't do anything.
That one was on. Okay, yeah, well, we'll do it on the bottom anyway, because we won't see it with
Okay.
their CTD on.
Roger.
No, I'm not.
I would like for this to be moved over. It would benefit. I got short arms.
Well, as soon as we hit a delay or weather, get
Yeah.
on that. We just remapped your panels, so your salvos are in a row in the top left, and
Yeah.
we did the same thing to the pilot. And they got a complete button makeover.
Ah, see, yes, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me to switch the salvos over there like yesterday, and I was like, I can't. I was like, oh,
They're
Can-
just not in the same
it
place.
just looks different. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make them uniform. And then your panel's going to get some TLC when we get some downtime. And
Kylie, can you show me the craft arm?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Yeah, I can. I'll do
This
that.
equalizes the pressure.
Oh, Roger.
Okay.
we had 0 dropouts on our Synodex on the last dive.
That's
Did that.
awesome.
Yeah, it is. Awesome possum.
Grr.
Or
Have to get one now.
there.
Hey. No. Yeah.
Oh, this is ours, isn't it? Yeah.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Deluxe.
Ottoman.
Have you ever been on watch when I do the radio?
Hey, Chris, how you
theater
doing over
about the
there?
control van.
Oh, I'm doing all right.
Apparently got some fans on the
When
feed.
you do the what?
There's a particular question directed for you. They want to speak to the mapper directly. They're like, we want to talk to the navigator, Chris. Question from our viewer is, how do the rovers get their latitude, longitude position? Do they get the ship's position and calculate relative to that, or do they define independently of the ship? If relative to the ship, do they use dead reckoning?
That was an insightful question. That so they do get their position relative to the ship, and the ship knows its position, so that's how we can globally locate the vehicles on the seafloor. However, that solution is very imprecise. So at this sort of depth we're looking, that'll get us within 5 meters, 3 to 5 meters, depending on water conditions.
Yep.
For high precision local navigation, we use dead reckoning. So we have a Doppler velocity log, which very precisely measures our speed over the bottom. And we have a very precise compass. So we keep track of our headings and our velocities, and we can track our position very precisely that way. And if you take that and you fuse the two solutions, you take your course global position and you fuse it with your precise local positioning, you can actually get a pretty good complete solution.
Awesome. It's got to piece everything together. Piecing the puzzle together for our location.
That question came to us from CR in Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit of a suspicious question. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was kind of on the nose. No, I think that there's a good chance that's Albert.
Yes.
Albert likes to
Keep
you on your toes.
Yeah, that's great when you can start recognizing where the questions are coming from.
I am digging this new control van in our layout here. It's so comfy. These lazy boy recliners we have. Kylie, have you reached over and done this recliner thing that kicks your legs out? No, it's that other lever over there.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, then lean back. That's nice, isn't it?
Recliner
And then if you hit this other button, there's the little electric button on the side, that'll turn the massage thing on. Oh, mine's too high. Hold on, let me turn it down a little. Yeah, that's not bad. These cup holders are pretty big too. I like those.
Oh, that's it.
Wow, that's all the way back. That's like a dental chair. These are nice.
For our viewers tuning in, we are on our descent, but we are here to answer all your questions. So feel free to head over to the Nautilus Live page. You can input all your questions for us, myself here, running science communication on deck, our wonderful, amazing pilots. We got an amazing crew here in the control room, ready to answer all your questions. And no, we don't get annoyed by your questions. We're here to be able to showcase everything that we're exploring here on this mission. So ask away.
I seem to recall that that video wall is 114 inches, but it might be more than that.
Ooh, for our first time viewer tuning in, I know the answer to this one because Ed told me this
4K,
yesterday.
4K native, the whole wall. 4036.
Asking how far apart our lasers. Our lasers are 10 centimeters apart.
They are indeed
from each
10
other.
Centimeters apart.
So what you're looking at here on that channel, feed number 1 and 2, feed number 1, if you're on the quad cam, you'll be able to see our lasers. These are 10 centimeters apart from one another.
Oh,
so you'll constantly see that here on the feed 1, helping us identify some locations
they're 10 centimeters apart?
The technical term for that is, what was it, Ian? What's that called?
It's a term that's been around for quite a few years now. It's called one fundus.
Huh.
Warm fundus?
One fundus. It's a unit of measurement for lasers, oceanographic lasers. One. So a fundus is 10 centimeters, but in oceanographic terms, you would refer to the spacing of the lasers as the standard distance of one fundus.
Right. Interesting.
One fundus.
Yeah.
10 centimeters is one fundus?
Yeah.
And fundus, and what's the origin of fundus?
I think it's...
what's the origin of that?
I think it's northeast Pacific, isn't it? No, I'm sorry, Nashville. It started I think,
Nashville.
Started in Nashville?
Nashville.
This story is starting to grow legs.
Nashville unit of measure? Okay.
No. It was a world-renowned...
This chat has gone off the rails already.
A world-renowned oceanographic expert.
We're supposed to be giving our viewers hard Proper information. They're going to walk around talking about
Woods Hole. You go to Woods Hole Oceanographic. You go out with Jason and their crew, and you ask them, what is the separation of the laser?
I have heard that.
They will tell you. It is, especially Jimmy. Jimmy certainly would be telling. Oh, Jimmy's retired now.
Jimmy is retired.
Yeah, but
Jimmy lives in. Well, never mind. We're getting further off topic.
Okay, well, back to reality. Well, so it's 10 centimeters, one fundus. That's really cool.
All right.
Oh, what other questions we got? Those questions are great. Whoever sent that question in deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, and a clarification on our latitude longitude question. It was actually Ed in Phoenix.
Oh, hey, Ed.
Ed in Phoenix says, are currents accounted for in the dead reckoning calculation?
They are not, because they don't need to be, because we're tracking over the bottom, not relative to the water. Okay. It is possible to track our velocity through the water, but that's not something that we generally do, because we're operating so close to the bottom, it's easy to just track our position directly over the bottom.
Awesome.
So no, we don't need to account for currents. Short answer.
Short answer. This could be a great question for our Ocean Networks Canada team. Do we work with does Ocean Canada work with the French Ocean Research Institute?
Infirmier.
Yes.
Makers
of acronym. Acronym is Infirmier.
Famed Tempo Mini.
Yeah, we will be visiting the home of Tempo Mini soon. Actually, Tempo Mini's back in France right now, being Infirmier.
What type of things have as a team collaborated on with Infirmier?
Well,
or type of projects?
The most famous is Tempo Mini, I think.
No, Infirmier is all kinds of
stuff. on this observatory. Or you have other Infirmier stuff out here.
Infirmier.
And other logos on your homepage. So there's a device that has been deployed for a long time at the Endeavour hydrothermal vent field. It's currently been recovered and is being serviced and upgraded. Called Tempo Mini.
Tempo Mini?
Yeah, and it does, I think it's mainly a photo survey. It must have sensor arrays inside it as well.
Yeah.
That was first deployed in 2015 off the Thompson, I think.
Infirmier? Or sorry, Tempo Mini?
Yeah.
No, it's before that.
Wrong date.
We put it back in 2015.
We put it back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think first deployment was before I was like 2011.
Okay.
Or it was in 2012. I remember them working on it, so I guess it was 2012.
Yeah, we didn't put it in 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, when was Oceaneering?
Oceaneering was the 13 or 14?
13, yeah, we put in 13. Yeah. Daphne, the Flemish woman, came out with us and oversaw that.
Well, the other part of that question with working with the French Ocean Research Institute is if any of the projects that they've worked on or collaborated on helped in any medical research.
Yeah, wide variety. They have, I mean, Infirmier, who we've worked with for years, has, I mean, it's a huge facility, or company really, a research facility, multiple locations in France. They have their own fleet of ships. I'm just trying to remember what I was just looking at what the acronym stands for it. It was the Marine Fisheries Scientific and Technical Institute. So
wow, that's all encompassing.
And yeah, anyway, great people. They've got a great team of researchers. One of our former colleagues is now there full time, Marjolaine, and they work around the world. Partners with multiple countries doing research everywhere. It's a neat place. And si tu parles en français, c'est beaucoup de mieux pour aller là-bas, pour visiter les gens.
Took 2 years
Where are
of
they at?
French, and still not fluent.
2 years in French, still not there. Where are they at? They have 5 different locations.
Campuses?
Yeah, campus. 1,500 employees,
Wow.
including 600 engineers and researchers, 11 vessels, 1 mini sub, and 2 ROVs on 3 different oceans they're
I
operating.
wonder if they do partnership with, who makes the Drix? Is that X-Blue or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh. Any other questions you'd like to ask them? Any other questions you would like to ask?
Ed and Phoenix seem to have quite a grasp of ocean navigation and currents, etc.
So the days are starting to melt. I'm not sure even, it's a Monday today?
Well, every day
It is
is
a
Tuesday.
It is Monday.
It is Monday.
UTC
You're not
Tuesday.
far off.
Oh, we're already into Tuesday. And Friday, this Friday, it is Friday the 13th.
I know, it's my birthday.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah,
It's gonna
those
be a
are
good
awesome
day.
days. Are the
We'll,
best.
we'll have to do something special for Ed on his birthday, one of those Pacific Ocean immersion things or something.
Yeah, heck yeah. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is Greg's birthday.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, the 11th, is our daughter Kristen's birthday and our chief engineer Yuri's birthday.
Yuri.
And then
Keely's birthday's
on
coming up
the
too.
12th is Sasha, one of our crew members. His birthday's on August 12th.
Alexander.
Somebody's is on Friday the 13th. And then wrapping it all up,
Keely?
Keely is
awkward.
celebrating Kylie's celebrating her second annual 29th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kylie.
Nice.
That's a big one.
We had a lot of cake.
I know. I said that to
gosh.
Sam that it'd be a big birthday, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, the last big one I had was 21, and I don't think I get another big one till I'm 50. So
yeah.
it's the last of the ones that they
So,
generate
it can all
cards
be
for
big if you choose
that
to.
specific one.
Yeah,
Every
it can all
birthday
be
can
big.
be big.
So
Doesn't matter
Kylie,
if it's 21 or
if we could run to a 7-Eleven and pick you up anything for your birthday, what would
Twizzlers?
it be? Twizzlers. Oh, that's good. Not
They
the
we'll
red,
do
used the Twizzlers.
quick
not the
Twizzler
red
run.
vines.
Oh.
Oh, no Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister gave me a 5-pound bag for my first trip at sea.
Aw.
They didn't make it to the plane.
You ate
It was
5 pounds?
It was like a big magician's like rope that comes out, except it was Twizzlers going in.
Like the clown's scarves.
I shall make this disappear.
Right. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, she likes
What is
Twiz.
that? Why does it say down? Oh, no, that's right. Never mind. All right.
30s are good.
I think so.
Yeah.
20s was hard,
Yeah.
and I'm excited to kind of like harvest the things that have been planted.
Yeah.
you
All
know?
the time and energy you put into building your career and gaining your experience.
And
Whoa.
can't trust you with anything.
Ashley is the best.
That's all right.
It is strange having a boat with
Nice.
a Kylie and a
Okay.
Keely on it, though.
And a heel. Wait, yeah. And a keel. A keel. A keel.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized we have Michael Hannaford here.
Yeah, quietly sitting here.
Yeah, no, I just remembered from yesterday. I was going to ask you, and I completely forgot. What are we doing with our little sound machine, Mike? Whatever happened to that?
It came up yesterday. I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. But
I commissioned you on that.
I know.
It was a special.
I know. I was really excited about it. But I think we should make one instead of buy one.
Well, I said that I was under the impression you were going to be making one.
Yeah,
That was
I
the
know.
whole.
What about, I mean, it seems like it's most at home on the OE. Maybe it should be christened on one of those ones.
I could put it together for there.
I think you could run it anywhere, especially if the client wants it and puts it in the contract.
When you say the OE, what are you talking about?
Different vehicle.
That's another system.
Oceanic Explorer. So Ocean Networks Canada in the last few years works with a couple of different ROVs. So of course, Hercules and Argus, which is the A-team.
Right? I'm all right for now. Thanks.
And this is the best watch.
No, I'm kidding. And no, they're all great. And the funny thing is you have ROV pilots who are
perfect,
able to of their transient perfect, but yeah, that too. The transient nature of the work are able to work for multiple different companies. So we have the Oceanic Explorer, which is with Island Tug, Island Tug and Barge Subsea. And then we have Odysseus with Pelagic Research Services, with Ed Casano runs that operation out of, are we still Mississippi?
East Aurora, New York.
East Aurora, New York. Oh yeah, that's right, because Jesse's there with the gear. All three ROVs are different. Each has unique characteristics that we use. Odysseus has the ability for heavy lift. So when you see our platforms with those two little round rings on top, they can land on top of one of our platforms and latch into it and pick it up and move it. So heavy lift capability, they can lift up to 4,000 pounds. Then we've got the Hurricane Argus, which gives us some great abilities, especially in the photo, able to get in tight, closer spots. There's a flexible in the hours of operations with the Nautilus that we don't get with some of the other vessels we use. And then the each one, so then between, okay, the Oceanic Explorer, I really say is a smaller, more agile ROV, able to be mobilized very quickly on various platforms. So with us, it's shallow work. They're only rated 1,500 meters. So our inshore work, where we're turning the vehicle around, I don't know, Mike, guess of a turnaround? I think the quickest is probably about 15, 20 minutes.
I seem to recall doing something like 42 dives in 7 days.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
42 dives in 7 days?
Doing daytime ops, yeah.
Yeah, and what we call is an extended 12. So it's 12-hour days, not 24-hour days. It's a lot of dives.
A lot of dives. Shallow water with like one or two tasks.
You're going down 185 meters.
Yeah.
Putting something down, bringing something back.
Yeah. I mean, the deepest dive there would be a 300-meter dive. Unless we go off to Barkley Canyon, and then we're up to 1,000 meters. But it's interesting. So in February, when we were out for the repair of our node, I was showing people earlier the pictures of the unbelievable weather we had in February. It was flat calm, but that was with Island Tug and Barge on their tugboat, the Island Tugger, with the Oceanic Explorer. So ONC does not have, we don't have our own ROV, we don't have our own ship. So for the last 6 years, Nautilus has been one of our go-to vessels. Through the Canadian Coast Guard, we use the Coast Guard ship John P. Tully, and to a lesser extent, we haven't used in a couple of years now the Vector, which is another smaller platform that the Coast Guard has. As I said, we use the Island Tugger. We also are members of a subsea cable owners consortium, big names being Southern Cross, which is running from Australia, New Zealand, Fiji to the U.S., AT&T, Verizon, Rogers, TELUS, Chinatel,
Rogers and
anyway.
TELUS being major Canadian phone service providers.
A bunch of cable, subsea fiber optic cable owners that we're all part of a consortium. We pay for the standby of a vessel called the Cable Innovator, the world's largest cable ship, which is presently on its, actually it's in the Straits of Juan de Fuca, probably sitting at anchor at Constance Bank right now, having just returned from a repair in Alaska, and they're going to be offloading kit at Ogden Point in Victoria.
That's a great place to dock.
On Wednesday, and then Thursday they should be in Port Angeles getting some of their gear fixed to then hopefully join us on Friday or Saturday.
Great.
I haven't got the final word on that, but that's our goal. And we'll be doing a 2-ship operation with the Cable Innovator, laying a 5 meter or 5 kilometer, 5 meter cable, 5 kilometer cable.
Just chuck it over the side.
Yeah. And a 3 kilometer cable. These 2 cables are replacing 2 cables that we've identified as high risk of failure due to an earlier design flaw in one of them, and the other one had received a last minute splicing job on the back of a ship, and so we've been 5 years in the planning of getting these cables replaced.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Ian, I have a question for you. If ONC could, without concern for budget, just magically make a ship appear that meets their needs, what would that vessel look like? Is it a 100-meter long global class vessel? Is it a regional class?
I think a regional class, which is a U.S. term, the UNOLS fleet.
Yeah.
The U.S. University fleet is UNOLS. A regional
United
class.
National Oceanographic Laboratory System.
System.
Right.